They told me to be a good girl, so I smiled while I was bleeding. I stayed silent while I was breaking. I said yes when every cell in my body was screaming no. And for what? To be liked, to be chosen, to be safe. No one tells you this, but trying to be good will cost you your soul because the world doesn't love good girls. It uses them and then forgets them. And that's when I realized maybe being good is the most dangerous thing a woman can be. Welcome to Petunia Diaries, a soft, calming, feminine space where we rest, breathe, and our souls can just be. And this is today's voice note. I used to think goodness was my greatest strength. Politeness, smiling when I didn't feel like it, biting my tongue when I wanted to scream, saying yes when I wanted to run. I thought this made me lovable, safe, respected. But the truth is, it made me invisible. People don't remember the girl who never disagrees. They remember the one who makes them feel something, even if that feeling is uncomfortable. I was raised, like most girls, to be good, to keep the peace, to put others first, to fear being too much or too difficult. But that version of good was killing me slowly. I started reading Machiavelli, not because I wanted to be cold or manipulative, but because I was tired of being walked over. He wrote, "It is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both." At first, I hated it. It felt harsh, but then it made sense because people don't respect those who need to be liked. They respect those who know their worth. Have you ever smiled while someone disrespected you? Laughed off a joke that made your soul flinch? Stayed silent just to avoid making it awkward? That's not kindness, that's fear. Niceness can be a performance, a costume, a trap. It keeps you liked but never truly seen. Machiavelli wasn't preaching cruelty. He was exposing how the world works. The lion cannot protect himself from traps, and the fox cannot defend himself from wolves. One must be a fox to recognize traps, and a lion to frighten wolves. I realized I was neither, just a deer, graceful, quiet, easy to hunt. The world doesn't reward innocence, it rewards strategy. And that broke me because I'd spent my whole life trying to be soft. But softness without strength becomes a weakness, an open invitation to be used. The day I stopped trying to be the good girl was the day I began to live. I didn't become mean. I became honest, unapologetic, and aware. I set boundaries without guilt. I said no without explaining. I chose silence over fake smiles and power over approval. And guess what? People got uncomfortable. They pulled away. They called me cold, distant, selfish. But I felt free. Machiavelli wrote, "The first method for estimating the intelligence of a ruler is to look at the men he has around him." So I looked around me. Were the people in my life empowering me or using me? Were they clapping for my growth or only for my obedience? The answer was painful, but necessary. Being good is not about being agreeable, it's about being in integrity with yourself. It's not about avoiding conflict, it's about choosing the conflicts worth fighting for. It's not about being liked, it's about being real. And sometimes the real you won't be digestible. Sometimes she'll say no, she'll walk away, she'll disappoint people, and that's okay. Machiavelli never asked us to lose our soul. He asked us to protect it because the world will drain you dry if you let it. So no, I don't want to be the good girl anymore. I want to be the whole woman. Wise, soft, strategic, powerful, a lion when needed, and a fox when it matters. They don't warn you about the loneliness of self-respect. They don't tell you that boundaries will cost you connection, that silence can be misread as arrogance, that confidence can be mistaken for cruelty. But the right people will understand. They'll respect your edge, not fear it. They'll admire your silence, not fill it with noise. They'll see your strength, not try to tame it. You don't owe the world your comfort. You owe yourself your truth. Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are. So stop trying to be good and start being true. Because sometimes being too good is just another way to disappear. If this spoke to your heart, I would love for you to subscribe, leave me a little note in the comments, or just send some love. Your presence here is a gift, and I'm so grateful you chose to spend your precious time with me.